fully funded scholarship for bachelor's, master's, and PhD students. If you want to study and you are looking for a fully funded scholarship, this is the video you need to watch at this time, right? You are going to be getting stipends. You are also going to be seeing information about how to apply. I will also walk you through the list of all the programs that are actually available for you. And one thing about this particular scholarship is that it is not just available for master's students, but for those who are looking into undergraduate program. One thing about this particular scholarship is that if you apply to this scholarship and you are being selected, there are opportunities that you are going to be enjoying, such as monthly stipend. Some of them will even give you allowance for books and all of those. Okay, so one thing I want you to do at this time is to please click on that like button and also make sure you subscribe to this channel if you are new here. Now I will walk you through the application process, all the requirements, all the procedure you need to follow to be able to apply to this fully funded scholarship in Canada. A lot of people have been finding it difficult to actually finance their study since the increase in the proof of fund in Canada has actually improved or increased drastically. But if you are getting a fully funded scholarship just like this one, then you are certain that all your process will actually go smoothly without any hustle bustle. Okay, now let's begin. So if you look at it here right now, you can see that this scholarship is actually funded. The scholarship coverage is funded, and you have the undergraduate, master's, and PhD degree programs in all fields. This is why you need to pay attention to this video today. And if you scroll down here, you can see that this scholarship actually cover your tuition fee. Okay, it also gives you living expenses and other educational costs, maybe like course materials and other things that you might need to buy at the university. But before we look at the list of the programs, I want us to look at the types of scholarship that is even available at this university today, right? So one thing is, it is always good to know what you are trying to apply to before you can actually proceed to the next step. There are numerous scholarships here. The first one which we are going to be looking at is the Study Accessibility Grant Competition, right? This one gives you the amount of 2,000 to 5,000 euro, certain renewable scholarship, and financial support to promote access to and continuation of the first undergraduate degree, right? So we are starting at the undergraduate section. We also have the Bank of Canada, which is the post-secondary scholarship, and is amount to 8,000. And this scholarship is going to support person with disability, indigenous person, and also French-speaking person, and person who define themselves as member of visible minority or racialized group, right? So you need to be careful of the type of groups that you are going to be clicking on before you actually click on them. Okay, because once you click on it and you click on the wrong one, it will not be possible to actually revert it. So before you start the application, you can still come back to check the right one. And this is why I'm taking time to enlighten you about what you need to do at what point. Okay, amount of additional tuition fee. Scholarship covering additional tuition fee for master's degree from Canada or permanent residents, not a resident of Quebec, right? You know that Quebec is a French-speaking province, and this is why they also include the French-speaking persons, right? So if you come to the bottom right here, we have the Banting Doctoral Fellowship, which is the 2024 here, and you can actually check this out as well. Okay, which amount to 70,000 per year. Okay, and Banting want to provide Canada with world-class research capacity. So if you are majorly looking at research area, then this is what you should actually go ahead to check at this time. Okay, we have the Academic Study Fund for Black or Jackie Robinson Scholarship. You can also check this out. Each of them have prospective links that you can actually check out for. Okay, and this amount from 2,000 euro to 5,000 euro actually for students who are a citizen of Canada or permanent residents of the Black community. So if you are one of these, then this is what you should do. We have the Ministry of Higher Education, our Perspective Quebec Scholarship Program, which is amount to 2,500, and incentive scholarship for Quebec students that is enrolled in a full-time in selected education, health and social science and information technology programs. Okay, We have the recognition of first people by service to student life, and this amount actually varies, but the scholarship from various funds is going to encourage and recognize people studying first people, right? Also, we have the OV Erickson Memorial Fund Scholarship. This one is also another one that you can actually check out for, and this range from 500 to 4,000 for students that is pursuing higher education in field of fauna or flora conservation. We have the study accessibility grant again, which also is there for you. Okay, so if we then want to look at each of these, you can actually click on each of them to check what you can enjoy or what benefits you stand to enjoy at this time, right? So this will give you more insight about each of them one after the other. So you want to make sure you check one after the other, and there are a lot of them right here. We have the James Bay Regional Health and Social Science Center, which is the national scholarship, amounts to 30,000. So some of them have low amounts, while some of them have huge amounts of money that covers your tuition. Okay, for the intensive English immersion program, this will actually cover your tuition, teaching materials, meals, accommodation, workshop, and other mandatory activities. Okay, you are going to be exploring intensive English immersion program, offer both in spring and in summer section. And if you want to learn English or improve your English level while traveling to a new region of Canada, then this is also for you. So if you've also been in Canada already, you've been on you are a self-funded student, you can also do well to actually check this out, use this opportunity to actually apply to some of them, then you are able to actually pay for them. Okay, I mean for the tuition for each of your semesters, right? We have the 20 per activities of proceeding up to maximum of 120 per quarter, which encourage and to provide financial support for involvement and participation of parents and students. Okay, we also have the mobility. I've talked about the mobility in a separate video. In that video, I give you step by step all the information you need to know about mobility, especially the MEX scholarship, which is in different areas, both in the undergraduate, graduate, and in the PhD. So if you've not seen that video on my channel, make sure you do well, check my channel, and go ahead to submit your application if it's still open in your own country. Remember, when we made that video, each countries have deadline for you to actually submit your MEX scholarship application. And if you've been one of the people who have been following this channel for a very long time, you are going to know that I always bring you best of updates. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, make sure you come here to my channel and make sure you just click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified when there's a new video for you on this channel. You can also do it to actually follow me on my Instagram page. Okay, so if you also want to actually join my WhatsApp community group where we share with you best of information and we give you all the information, daily dose about migration tips and all of those, make sure you also check the description of my video. You are going to see the link to my premium WhatsApp group again. Okay, so now let's go back and continue. If you then come more down to the section, we have the Marcel Bustin, which is the Blanchette Foundation, and this is also amount to 10,000. This is majorly for young French people around the age of 18 to 30. And also we have the Quebec Ministry of Health and Social Science. So we have a lot of this offer. You are just the one that is not aware of the information that you need to make use of to be able to participate in any of this funding option. If you are looking for funding, I always tell you that you have to be prepared, prepare a good statement of purpose, and also learn to write or send letter to professors. And if not, if in the case of undergraduates, make sure you compile all your documents, write a good letter of interest while you are trying to apply for that program. Then certainly you will be able to be selected among the people that is going to get that fund. Okay, so we also have the Calgary. You know, Calgary University every year they open their portal, and they are also having a Calgary Foundation, which is not only limited to the Calgary University, but is extending to this particular university today. Okay, so the category foundation is actually ranging from 2.5, and we also have the one that actually range for another amount right here. Okay, so if you then come to this section, you are going to see a lot of them. I don't just want to take all your time. There are some of them ranging from 15,000, 30,000, or 20,000. You see this one, which amount to 15,000, and you can see them 1,000 to 10,000. This one even give you monthly allowance, travel expenses, insurance, and single education allowance, right? So to pursue a master's degree in Germany for a final year of the baccalaureate or recent graduated, okay, so I've talked about the DAD scholarship separately. So if you've not seen that video as well, make sure you also check it out on my channel, right? So if you then scroll down to the bottom of this section, you are going to see that we have this. So this field of study is actually the one where you can actually find the program that you actually want to apply to. So if I click on the bachelor or the masters, it will then take us to the respective pages. But what you want to do right now is to make sure you click on these three dots at the top right corner of the screen, right? You want to make sure you then come to translate. When you come to translate, you will see French and English. So I'm going to put it in English so that we can actually read together what is on this page, right? So you can see that we have more than 250 undergraduate study programs, and if you scroll down, you are going to see first circle, second circle. There are a lot of programs right here. Okay, we have the community action, which is a full-time program. We have the actuarial science, computer science administration, business analysis and information technology, analysis of big data in human and social science, preparatory year, anthropology. Anthropology is also in different section, architecture, landscape, achiever, art and letters, art and science, baccalaureate by accumulation. Okay, so you have a lot of them here. I can't be scrolling through 310 programs, so you want to make sure you come here. So come and do a quick search on this page for your own program of interest. So it will be a good one if you can use this search button here to just search for the programs that you are actually looking at. And if you also go to the graduate program as well, you also see that we have a lot of graduate program right here, and there are 510 programs. So you can see that there's no way you are not going to fear. Okay, so you can't expect me to be scrolling through 523 programs. So one thing is, I'm just here to give you in the proper direction to go. And if you think you still need admission support, you can actually reach out to me via Instagram, or you can even send me direct email so that I can actually support you with your admission application to any of the school of your choice, right? Okay, so let's go back. Let's see some of the requirements that you actually need to meet to be able to be selected into this. Student must be or must have received an offer of admission to a program at the university. So what I'm really telling you is that if you've not submitted a program in this university, first thing you want to do is to go ahead and start your application, give your admission offer letter, then you are able to submit application for the scholarship. International students must have valid study permits for all sections of the program. Students must have enrolled in a full-time program, which means if you are looking into part-time programs, this might not be possible to you for you to get this funding today. I've not already availed for any of the other scholarship at this particular university. You know, they have different scholarship or internal scholarship, like I told you in the previous video or the video I made yesterday, that some of these schools actually have internal scholarship which you can actually apply to, and some of them have extra scholarship that you can apply to apart from or outside the internal scholarship, right? You must not be an independent study program. To qualify for this, you must not be admitted to any certificate, major, minor, short program or preparatory year program for university study. For graduate studies, students must have completed their undergraduate year, and for admission to a PhD program, you must have completed also your master's degree level. So one thing a lot of people actually do most time is that they think that since the admission or since the starting date is still far, they can actually submit your application. Fine, yes, but you need to calculate if you are going to get all your certificates ready before the start of this program, right? If you have like one semester left, before the commencement of your master program in any school that you are applying to, then you can go ahead. If you check the timestamp that, okay, by the end of my bachelor program, I will have got all the documents I needed to actually move to start my master's immediately. Okay. And if a student has qualification abroad, they must obtain an education equity certificate form. Okay. So for more information, you can actually check more information here about the admission and all of those. But if you also come down right here, you are going to see that we have different deadlines. Okay, this actually started earlier this year, but I'm just trying to be bringing some other schools that doesn't have a lot of tuition. Okay, but at this time, I think a lot of people have been asking me, why have you not been talking about Canada? We still need schools in Canada, right? We still need schools in Canada. We still need schools in Canada. So I'm just trying to bring you more information. So if you are going to be applying, then the deadline that you want to focus on is the September deadline, right? Which is for the winter section. And all the documents that are here needs to be ready. You must make sure you have your valid passport ready. You must also provide a copy of your birth certificate, and also you must provide a copy of your last official transcript, which means all your grades must reflect in that transcript, and also your grading system, which is always on the last page of the transcript, must also be available for you as well. To be eligible, all candidates must provide proof of level of knowledge of French. Okay, if you are applying to programs in Quebec. Okay, and I think most of the universities now always tell people that if you are going to be applying to English taught program, you need to have good knowledge of English. If you are going to be applying to German taught program, you need to have good knowledge of that program. So if you are applying to a program that are taught in French, then you need like knowledge of French. Okay, you also need to attach a letter of recommendation. So if you want to check out letter of recommendation, you can actually check online, look for letter of recommendation. But if you also join my premium WhatsApp group, where we share information directly with you, where we give you access to actually communicate your concern or question, then you can also have access to the letter of recommendation, the samples, and all of that. Okay, so if you come to my community page here, you are going to see that my premium WhatsApp group gives you access to a one-on-one call with me. So you don't need to actually continue to book a one-on-one consultation call with me again once you are already in the WhatsApp group. Okay, this is actually different from the WhatsApp channel. The WhatsApp channel is where you don't have access to chat with me, but on the WhatsApp group, you have access to chat with me privately, and you also have access to ask questions. We also try to review your documents. If you have any application you are trying to process, we help you with that, and we also send you letter samples to different universities. Okay, all documents needs to be ready. Then when all these documents are ready, then you just want to go ahead to start your application immediately. And we advise that you always make sure you check documents before you actually start your application to any of the program of your choice in any universities. Okay, so if you then go back, let's see the official scholarship announcement, and I've shown you all the list of the scholarship that are actually available. So you want to make sure that you actually don't miss out on these. Okay, make sure you do well to check your own program before you start any of the process, right? So if you come to this here it says verify eligibility condition. Ensure that you are eligible. Okay, so all the information that you are going to find here are everything that I've previewed about. If you think you find value in today's video, I apologize, or I plead that you should actually click on that like button. And also, if you are new where you've not subscribed, make sure to actually turn on the subscribe button so that you'll be the first person to get notified when there's a funding video for you on this channel. Okay, so if you also come here, we also see gathering information, all the documents you need to gather for your application to be complete, the identity document, the supporting document, all of those information are actually there for you, and you want to make sure. Okay, I think you can also find letter of recommendation information right here, the steps you need to follow to be able to submit a complete letter letter of recommendation for your document or for your admission, right? So let's quickly go to the official portal to see more information about this. So one thing I want to do now is I want to click on this three dots here, then I'll click on translate. So if you are using your laptop device to actually access the portal, make sure you always click on these three dots. Okay, if you pay attention to my mouse, make sure you always click on that three dots and also click on this English language here, so that you have translation of what is on the page. And if you are using your mobile phone as well, you can also do the same. Okay, so I will just close this out so that we can read more information. So you can see that all the list of the scholarship that I've actually shown you and what we also have here. So this is the official portal for the university, which is the University of Montreal. Okay, this is Montreal University Scholarship, right? So you can see this is their official university, and you can see more information, and you can see that there are 223 scholarships that are available here from 337 scholarships in the directory. Okay, so you want to make sure you actually filter out the one that you think will work best for you. You have to take your time on this because it's going to take a lot of time. You just want to make sure that you take your time to submit your application. And if you see some of them, let me take you back. You see some of them actually have deadline in 25, some of them have deadline in 26, 31st, some of them have deadline in June, some of them even have deadline in July. Okay, so these are June. Some of them have deadline in August. Okay, so if you scroll down, so the deadline actually varies. So depending on whenever you are coming across this video, you can actually go to the portal and search for information on this portal. And you can also see some of them have deadline in September as well. Okay, some of them even have deadline in October. So you want to make sure that you actually go ahead. Some of them even have deadline in 2025. So if you are still coming to this channel by this time and you've not submitted your application, you can still go ahead to submit or start your application. Some of them don't even have a deadline. Okay, and some of them are mostly graduate scholarship right here. So I hope you've actually gotten value from today's video. If you've gotten value from today's video, let me know at the comment box, and also let me know the country where you are actually watching this from at this time. Okay, so all the information you needed here for you on the official portal. So once you are ready, you can just go ahead, start your application, submit your application, apply to any program. So first thing is you need to apply to program, be it the undergraduate program or the graduate program. So whatever the case is, go ahead, submit your application, receive a decision. Once you receive a decision, you can then start your application to the Montreal University Scholarship. Okay, this will be everything I have to share with you in today's video. Do well to follow me on my Facebook page, and also do well to follow me on my YouTube channel. Make sure you click on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified. If you have any concern, send me a message. If you want us to have a one-on-one consultation call to resolve your concern, you can actually send me a message as well. Okay, this will be where I'm going to stop today, and I hope you get value from today's video. Any university you want me to make video about, drop it at the comment box and I will make that video just for you. Okay, till then, I'm going to see you now.